What's going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today to finally wrap up my progress here all the way to cell 40. Actually, guys, apologies here. When I was going through and doing the footage, I might have accidentally deleted cell 38, which is the first one starting off here with the villain bio characters. But what I did use is I used a mixture here of my Red Goblin and Carnage in addition to Super Scroll. That's the three that work for me. The good news is that this node was super straightforward and quite easy to get through. Just making sure that you land your ultimate for Super Scroll at the very end with the Horseman characters being around. Having said that, I do have footage here for 39 and 40, which are arguably the hardest two cells here leading into the unlock here of the Diamond GWENOM. So having said that, let's get right to it. In the future, if I do redo this content, I'll make sure to capture this. But yeah, apologies I don't have this. Thankfully, it was the easiest node out of the three here with the villain bio or undying characters. Let's get to it. Now for cell 39, personally, guys, this is a team I used. I actually brought in Lizard, Super Scroll, and Red Goblin. Having Lizard, I think, is pretty crucial and important on this node, because in the beginning here, there's just a lot of damage that's coming at us, and we're okay with taking the hit with Lizard. Thankfully, with him, he's actually just gonna be more of a tanking role, but it's because of this, right? You activate the ultimate right at the get-go here on Black Cat, and it gives them a bunch of buffs, including death proofs and the taunt, and that helps with the survivability, right? We activate the exposure special of Super Scroll down the middle there, and now we're doing work. I think what's hard about this node specifically is that, you're trying to get through Miss Marvel Hardlight's taunt, but at the same time, you also have Black Cat just doing her job, doing work on us with her bleeds. You can see here, Lizard's just absolutely a punching bag for this team, which is why we need a character like him. I tried with Carnage and Red Goblin on this node as well, but I just wasn't having any effectiveness as well as this combo because Lizard tanks so well at the beginning. So I think he's very, very important here. You're going to have to just wait a couple turns here to get those attacks up. Also better, though, if you had better cooldown management than myself. Super Scroll, for me, didn't have his ult, as you can see earlier on. So it was definitely more difficult than it needed to be. If I had his ultimate, like let's say turn 2 or turn 3, it very well could have been a different game here. But I found Lizard having to soak that up gives us more time. And then finally, Red Goblin activating his ultimate, which obviously has the debuffs. And then we're very, very close here at finishing off Black Cat, as you can see. Now, we go here down the middle with the special, once again, landing another exposure point on Miss Marvel Hard Light. Thankfully, Black Cat goes down, but it does spawn this dangerous wave here of enemies, right? Obviously, with Tangled Web, I'm activating ultimate there on Val and Tangle Web, and thankfully with the Raider ISO 8, we were able to one-shot many of them, putting us in this position now. The only downside, once again, kind of similar to how my my cell 37 actually ended, was that my cooldowns isn't great, and I think that's kind of the risk here when you're using this team combination and you're ulting with Super Scroll. So this is the last and final cell here. But yeah, I brought in my team that I used originally with cell 37, which is Super Scroll with Carnage and Red Goblin. I absolutely love this combination. We get the ability block on our Super Scroll. That's okay because, their Super Scroll is going to have to use their ability anyways. He's got the ability block because there's two heroes. We have two villains. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. He's going to get the Shroud. Now, what you want to be doing is, I personally would focus on Kestro at the beginning, as you'll see here. And I really like this combo versus Venom and Carnage because Red Goblin actually has a revive. And as well, I think he just has better staying value. I actually don't even use Venom in my Incursion 2 raids just because Super Scroll actually takes that spot. So you can see Carnage becomes a punching bag, but we land the exposure in Super Scroll, so we're able to go down the middle once again. Now every time you attack Super Scroll, it's going to do damage as well, so that's big for us. I like Red Goblin's bleeds as well. He doesn't flip like Venom, but like I said earlier, Carnage goes down here. He was basically a punching bag. We're going to keep focusing Super Scroll down the middle here. I mean, it takes some RNG potentially, but then look, the passive revive happens on Carnage. He's back in action, and anytime we take down an enemy, we're going to get a turn mirror addition to our characters as well. So that's kind of why I like this mixture, this synergy. So now that Kestro's taken care of, we obviously want to focus on Deathpool here, just because of the fact that she's going down. It'll give us some more tier meter, and as well, obviously, Super Scroll is just so beastly in this node, and it's basically a Super Scroll against Super Scroll match. And don't forget, there is an apocalypse waiting for us at the very, very end. So you want to be smart with the resources. You want to be, making sure that you save that ultimate. It's gonna be very, very important. But Goes without saying, we also have another problematic wave, which follows right here, right? So there's Kang, Black Cat, and Nova that follows in this before Apocalypse comes. Our Carnage goes down once again. It is what it is. He did his job, soaking up so much damage for us. Now we're going to go down the middle. We want to focus on Kang, right? So that's why we saved the ultimate there. And it did wipe out both Kang and finally the Super Skrull on their side. So now you're in a position where you do want to be leaving Nova as last because he's super tanky. And you want to be in a position where you're taking down Black Cat first. And then finally, we can use that time to build up turns, build up our abilities. And I love the fact that no matter what Black Cat does to a Super Skrull, he's just gonna, look at that. Like, he can flip all the regens into bleeds. And it's just absolutely beautiful damage that we're doing. Nova is obviously great for the support on their side, but he's just not going to be an issue. The one thing that's keeping Black Cat alive, however, is the fact that she constantly gets stealth, and obviously having the supportive capabilities here from Nova himself as well. So now we're looking pretty good. We do want to be focusing on Black Cat and just finishing her off with the bleeds. Again, her stuns won't do anything to Super Skrull just because he's immune to that. Yeah, we're doing great work here. Like I said, once Black Cat goes down, we go ahead and we're going to finish off Nova and prepare as much. And this is great because we're actually getting a lot of turn meter here. Feel free to use Red Goblin's abilities. I don't think it's going to matter because at the end of the day, if it's a matchup between Super Skrull and Apocalypse, Super Skrull is going to win. So looking really good here. And I activated the ultimate there just to kind of deal with that damage because I noticed we weren't really going anywhere. And now we're in, once again, a good position. Nova is going to keep doing his thing here. We're just going to take some turns attacking him. And it's great because he kind of self-sustains, which is nice. So we actually have a lot of time to build up turns here. Finally, we take off Nova, and then that does spawn Apocalypse. As you can see, we were ready to go because we had the ultimate from the get-go. Maybe I should have waited for Apocalypse to use his abilities first, but it is what it is. We just want him to, it's 2 against 1. He's going to activate the ultimate anyways. And yeah, like at this point, you just want to be using as much ability as you can and focusing on him. Thankfully, we also got the exposure. Unfortunately, I was actually hoping that he would land his ultimate on Super Skrull because we would have survived it. But it's okay because, like I said before, if it's one-on-one, Super Skrull is gonna take the cake here, especially if he didn't land the Falcon Punch. And we have more abilities than Apocalypse as well, so easy work. So there you guys have it. I am done. I am not planning to go up any higher because I don't have the teams or characters to go beyond Cell 40. I did not invest in Spire Society or and also my my Spider-Verse skill characters are not in a position. But I'm very happy with the 1 Diamond GWENOM, guys. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get 7 stars from GWENOM, but obviously it's gonna count. But yeah, it was a great progress. The last time we stopped was Cell 31 or 32, so this is huge. Getting the 1 Diamond GWENOM free to play has always been the goal, guys. So always play or invest the resources in your means. And I'm glad I was able to capture all this now, guys. So I'm going to link everything below if you guys need help. I'll edit it a little bit more and a little better so that way you guys can easily navigate. But it's nice for all the resources that we got. And look at all the red stars, the Diamond GWENOM. Thanks so much for following along, guys. Hopefully my guides have been able to help. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.